This is the second time. You've noticed it too? Something feels off about that bookshelf. Irreversible. That is the direct translation. Irreversible. What is irreversible? The pendant. It's glowing. It seems you have the ability to freeze the flow of time in a small area within the library. Perhaps this power can be of use. Sure. Well, doom is fated. That is what it said.
Looking pretty awful there, Zero. Are you in such a rush to seek my shelter?
No, not me. It is the seer who wants to meet you. And I am merely following orders given by seer.
Huh?
Rather than wasting time arguing with me, focus instead on the situation at hand, Eri.
Where did you learn these boring lines? So annoying. Don't interrupt me while I'm talking.
Bow before the sun's brilliance!
Already calling that simpleton the seer, huh?
you are getting more vulgar. Is that a bad habit you picked up during your years outside? No one can control the activation of the beacon. What Sia said was true, and the prophecy is true. This is enough to prove Sia's identity. Or are you being stubborn for the sake of the impossible?
This attitude, caring about absolutely nothing. It's seriously disgusting. I wonder what it'll take to crack that icy expression of yours.
I do not understand why you are so fixated on something beyond your control. By the way, Ere, we ran into something unusual on our way here.
Is there anything in this place that isn't weird? Instead of getting sidetracked by irrelevant stuff, perhaps we should focus on what to do next. How long has it been?
Based on our subjective time flow, it has been 2 hours and 25 minutes.
That's surprisingly long. Didn't they say that its activation time has dropped to less than an hour over the past decade?
This time and the last time were unexpected.
So are we just going to stand here and do nothing? But we still have a chance. This sphere is actually a machine that can be harnessed, and there is a command to stop it. Find Tasni, and he'll help you discover that command. That reminds me. Looks like we don't have to stand around and wait after all. There's one more thing we haven't verified yet. Didn't you claim you can scan the library? And didn't you say that the future me asked you to find Tasni? Must I go through all the stories? 0.
Tasni is the 372nd director of Emaon.
He was the mentor of that annoying Cosmos. After passing the director's position to Cosmos, he ventured onto the path of no return and got lost in the library. And that all happened 80 years ago. So, if we want to see him, we have to go back 80 years.
I will record these experiences. I rarely engage in joint operations with others.
Execute.
Spread your wings, Ansu. Complete insight. Well done, Ann. You can come back now. Thanks for your guidance.
Enki? Enki? Where are you? Ninsar?
98 millimeters, 60 millimeters. Oh, it's all gone.
Ninsar, great, you're here. Where's Enki?
About 10 minutes and 36 seconds ago, he went to known sector B19 on modern floor.
Oh, I've said it so many times. When the library is opened, stay in your current original sector. Oh, why can't he just listen? Hold on. Sector B19. Isn't that the starting sector where the squad of no return was before they departed?
Yes.
Oh, what a troublemaker. This Tasni's child is just a carbon copy of him.
Judging by his speed and usual antics, he should be in sector A87 on the same floor. You're fast, Nana. If you go after him, there's still time.
All right, I get it.
Nana.
Huh?
Can you bring me some pottery clay when you come back? And my chisel is broken. I need a new one.
Is that all you need?
Yeah, that's it.
This way leads to the starting sector for the squad of no return. Enki left his special markers here. Looks like that brat has already made up his mind to leave.
Enki! Moonset!
15 minutes have passed. Good. The biggest obstacle to my plan hasn't shown up yet. Once I cross the next sector, I can blend in with the squad of no return. And this time, I will...
You will what?
Whoa, Nana! How did you get here? No way! How did you pass the foolproof door? I prepared so many questions! Did you really answer them all correctly? Could it be you know how many grains of sand are on Earth's surface? Or calculate how many drops of water it would take to extinguish the sun? Or how long it would take a chocolate bar that doubles in mass every minute to fill the entire universe?
Of course not. I didn't answer those ridiculous questions. I just smashed the gate. By the way, you're not allowed to install any gates without permission.
I protest! Only the most despicable of brutes would resort to such a crude method to bypass the foolproof door! You're cheating! Cheating! How could you?
A stinky brat who doesn't follow the rules has no right to protest. How many times have I made it clear? You and Ninsar aren't allowed to venture onto the path of no return until you're grown-ups. If you continue to be so disobedient, I will kick you out of the tower for the rest of your life.
Please, Nana, don't. I'm sorry, my good Nana. And Hedwana, please don't banish me.
Ugh, stop calling my full name with that pitiful tone when you want something from me.
I'm not acting innocent. I mean it. I swear on the Library of Babel that I'll never secretly call Hedwana an old, nasty, stupid woman behind her back.
Oh, chill out. Oh, for the sake of Tasni. For the sake of Tasni.
Flaming Crescent!
right. I won't banish you from the tower. But in return, behave yourself and go back to Ninsar.
You idiots! Idiots! Yeah, I mean it! You're such an idiot! Why did you tell Nana where I was? Why did you stop me? Didn't you promise not to tell her my whereabouts?
That was just your one-sided request. I don't remember agreeing to it.
I don't care! You're mean and stupid! Ninsar is a dummy! I'll never play with you again! And I'll never talk to you anymore! People who don't keep their promises are the worst!
Whatever.
Hey... Idiot! Idiot! Ninsar... Ninsar... Sister...
What's wrong?
My apology. Here, I fixed it for you. No, this won't do. It's too ordinary, too mundane. How could I create something so plain? Hold on a sec. Let me add the rifling and explosives to this chisel. Then it can help you blast through rocks and reach the working surface needed for the sculpture. Don't worry, I'll include a control system to ensure a precise blast range. Accurate to the millimeter. I know there are many parameters to consider, but I'll make it happen in just an hour.
No need. This one is good enough.
You're so mean.
I'll call this child Mer.
All right, not a bad name.
Well, Sally has been interrupting my work lately. Can you do something to make her quiet down?
Sally, huh? I'll make her a cradle, like a cat's cradle. When she's tucked in, she'll go to sleep peacefully. No, that'd be too boring. Let's see, I'll add some extra features. How about this? I'll make a special cradle that, when you place any creature inside, it won't need to eat, drink, defecate, or lose hair. Forever in peaceful sleep.
Alright, let's go with that.
But I don't have enough materials to make my genius idea come true. Hey, Ninsar, perhaps we could use your...
No way. Don't touch what I've fixed.
I just don't get it. Aren't you bored of restoring these ancient relics day in and day out? Even if you fix them, they're just lifeless objects that won't progress any further. So why don't you let me give them a makeover?
I don't understand it either. Why do you have to make Nana angry? Why do you always want to go deep into the library? If you have questions, just ask me, and I'll give you the answers. You don't need to find your answer in the library. What are you exactly looking for in there?
I want to know why our father embarked on the path of no return. So how about stop acting all smart if you can't even answer such a simple question, sister? If I can go deeper into the library, maybe one day I'll meet our father and ask him that question myself.
You know that's not going to happen. He left 10 years ago. Even if we set out now, we'll never find the time sector he's in. Please, Enki, don't say anything like that again. Whether inside or outside the library, humans' short-sighted perspective will always prevent them from seeing the truth. Don't let the library consume you.
I've crossed off the librarians who went down the path of no return from the roster. Are you doing all right, Nana?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the 2 kids Tasni left behind. They're the only ones who can make you look so grumpy.
I'd rather not talk about them. Let's just say they're giving me a headache. One of them is always curious about everything, while the other doesn't seem to care about anything. If only they could somehow balance each other out.
They did cause you a lot of trouble, it seems.
Dealing with Enki is simple. Just give him a good beating and he'll behave. Or at least pretend to. But Ninsar... well, you know. To her, everything is transparent. After all, she has known the answers to everything since birth. So naturally, she has no expectation for anything.
Well, they were born inside the library. Maybe it messed with their heads? Despite their extraordinary intelligence, they're still limited by their young bodies. So their desires come across as innocent and unfiltered. Tasni sure left you with 2 troublemakers.
Well, let's forget about it for now. What's causing me a bigger headache is our dwindling numbers. We're short-staffed.
Yeah, many of us have gone down the path of no return. The library's opening hours are getting shorter, and everyone's worried it might close permanently. Me too, Nana. I've applied to join the next squad of no return. You won't see me after the beacon is activated again.
What did you just say?
Hey, don't give me that look, Nana. The library is open only for too short of a time. So, if you want to keep exploring the unknown sector, there's no turning back. But what's the harm? We won't return until we reach the end of the library. That's where we'll all end up eventually. I've waited for this day for far too long, Nana. I hope you can give me your blessing before I embark on this journey. Let's think back to the past, and think about how far we've come. The first explorers of the library didn't even know how to get back to reality. Thousands of Amians sacrificed their lives to find the difference between the primordial sector and the unknown sector. By studying the unknown sector, countless Amians suspected that the library is a comprehensive collection of all human texts, like a decoding machine. It was only when our predecessors discovered a room full of Elish meditations that had the exact same content but different punctuation that the hypothesis was confirmed. Based on clues, records, and legends, our predecessors started to realize that the library might contain things from different eras. The extension of the library's time, and only now we have glimpsed its vast expanse. Until recently, some of us suggested that there is no separate time dimension within the library, but rather, time itself is an extra dimension that has always existed. I'm genuinely curious about what else this library holds. Nana, I'm really curious. What is it exactly? Does it have an end? And why does it keep creating new content? There are so many unknowns ahead, and I must embark on this journey. How can I resist? Pray for me, Nana. If we meet again in the future, I'll be sure to have the final answers. And when that time comes, I'll share everything I've seen and heard with you.
I understand. May you return from the library.
Thank you, Enheduanna. Although, I'd prefer to meet you again on the path of no return.
Tasni, the director with the shortest tenure, with only 1 year in service. There is very little information about himself. Nevertheless, his inventions could fill an entire encyclopedia. For example, he invented a machine capable of automatically proving or disproving any propositions. He even created a model for the expansion and cooling of the early universe after the Big Bang. Legend has it that he embarked on the path of no return to create a new language that could bridge all communication gaps. Yes, indeed. Even among all the previous directors, Tasni stands out. The Path of No Return is a ritual passed down among us. It means a one-way journey, signifying that someone is determined to never come back until they reach the end of the library.
Yup. Basically, those folks were tired of life and decided to off themselves. Plain and simple.
Ari.
What? Is there something wrong with what I said? If you truly understand this place, you'll come to the same conclusion as I. Zero has explained it to you, right? The library is essentially a bizarre phenomenon that utilizes the method of exhaustion to an extreme. When the library opens, it contains not only all possible combinations of text, but also all possible timelines for each sector. Didn't you see it for yourself? Those infinite unknown sectors are the result of this exhaustive process. Imagine an infinite number of monkeys typing away, and eventually, one of them will type out everything that happened in your life. The question is, how do you find that specific monkey? It contains everything, and it contains nothing. Such is the Library of Babel. But in the past, people had superstitious belief that this library held a book of omniscience, a compilation and index of all books. Supposedly, finding that book would give you the key to all the answers. No. No. That's why it's just a superstition. Nowadays, few would go down that path for such nonsense.
Once you embark on the path, you must leave at the exact same time and the exact same place you entered before the closure. Missed, and you can no longer return. With the library opening for shorter durations, exploring the unknown regions will inevitably lead you to the path of no return.
You said you could scan the library, but it seems like you're clueless about what it really means. It means you're able to travel to any era you want and return to your current reality whenever you please. Do you understand why countless Maons are so drawn to such superstition about the library? It's the unknown. The fear of the unknown leads them to see the library as a god. So much so that they're willing to sacrifice their ideals and their very lives for it. Your claim of being able to scan the library is, to us, blasphemy. If our endeavors, even at the cost of our lives, mean nothing more than a walk in the park to you, then your very presence will shake the core of our foundations. So, if you're truly the seer, how far back in the past and future can you see? Show me.
Ari, stop it.
Where are you going? I understand. Everything will go as you wish. See ya.
Come, rain or sun, the umbrella is always ready.
Report in, Zero.
It has been confirmed that the sector we were previously in was B80, and 3 years ago, the content of the books in this sector was changed to modern computer theory. For 100 years before that, this sector was exclusively dedicated to astrophysics. We have indeed traveled to the past.
How did you perceive it?
There were no signs, no warning. For me, it ended in the blink of an eye.
Me too. Hey, I'm talking to you. How did you manage to do that? Just like that? That doesn't make sense at all. Where did Cosmos find such a bizarre person? I should just stop calling you the Seer and start calling you the Almighty Time Machine. We've come this far already. Let's go find Tasni and the command to stop the spear. We can't be too prepared anyway. I'm curious what other miracles I'll witness on this trip. I hope you guys won't bore me to death.
No contact allowed.
This place looks impassable to me.
Huh? Why don't we just smash through it?
we supposed to find Tasni?
I mean, this place shows all the possible moments of every second, right? You think just finding the right time will lead us to the right person? A kid? What's a kid doing here in the library?
You are... So, you're the successors from the future. So, visitors from another sector. What are you seeking?
I rarely engage in joint operations with others.
I see. It seems you've undergone unbelievable adventures to finally get here. My name is Ninsar.
Don't you have anything to ask us?
No, I have nothing to ask you, Bloodline of Cosmos.
How do you know?
I just do. Everything in this ordered world is crystal clear to me. I know all the answers to any question, without any rhyme or reason. However... Come. The seer, right? So, the future Cosmos did receive an interesting prophecy. I knew that a person who was so good at disguise wasn't as ordinary as he seemed. I can't see through you, but since you're favored by the Library of Babel, I'm willing to help you find the answers you seek. As a matter of fact, I'm searching for Tasni too. Tasni is my bloodline. Speaking of which, I do have a question that only you can answer. Have you seen a librarian named Enki on the list?
No. And your name is not on them either.
I see. Looks like neither Enki nor I have returned from the journey. Let's go. Time is ticking.
How are we supposed to find Tasni?
I know how to find him. Just follow my lead. Let's go down the stairs.
A dead end.
It's not a dead end. You know what to do. Bloodline of Cosmos.
Don't talk like you know me so well.
Fluttering wings.
Who's that Enki you mentioned earlier?
He's my younger brother. He ventured down the path of no return before I did. I went out to find him and bring him back. But now it looks like I failed. upward. Because your partner already told me the answer. Those who embark on the path will be removed from the list of librarians. The library's prophecies are bound to happen. All those prophecies are predetermined facts.
Ansu, end it all.
Mer, protect everyone.
Bow before the sun's brilliance! Chains bind only the sinners!
The director's office is on the other side of this area. Let's head in that direction.
Why is this area blocked off?
This is the foolproof door.